And once again, we are back with ESQ-Astro Sauce. This is the daily collective read, and today is the 15th of July. That is 7/15 of 2026. Here on ESQ-Astro Sauce, we do a collective read daily, but we use the Egyptian tarot, doing a classic Egyptian tarot spread of a pyramid buildup. And then we clarify the reading with the gods of Egypt. That way we can see exactly what we can break it down to the simplest compound. Okay. All shuffles done live on camera. So you'll see no card trickery. We have some pretty interesting things that have happened on the channel so far when it comes to that, as far as just things being clarified in the gods that are actually showing in the main reading to strengthen the reading as I call in the Most High, my ancestors, and my spirit guides to guide the reading. I ask that you call in whoever you need to get the clearest vision from your end. And with mind, body, and soul, first card is the Justice card coming out upright. Okay. Second card is the Death card in reverse. Okay. Next card is the Emperor upright. And then we have the Hangman upright. Interesting bottom row. The Fool upright. The Hierophant upright. The Hermit upright. So these are all pretty much divine masculine cards. Some type of business movement, I would say, is happening. It may be a new journey that we're setting out on. Higher counsel is definitely there, as well as planning, plotting, strategizing. The Hermit and the Hangman hanging out together. The Devil comes out again in the upright. The Empress, that golden opportunity. And then top of the deck is the Magician reverse. Sorry I didn't show the other cards. I got a little excited. I just wanted to see what was going to come out. Bottom of the deck is the Lover's card upright. So yeah, that choice that you got to make, you don't see coming, but will be one of those things. Yeah, I would definitely say some opportunities come in with death in reverse. There's definitely a rebirth going on that may be happening in a business situation. Some justice definitely coming in with that rebirth. And again, this is putting you in a place where you got to plan, plot, strategize. Other than the Lover's card, this looks like an individual reading. Okay, like a particular person is being guided upon a particular path in these particular steps that are being laid out. But Divine Feminine shows up in two places with the bottom of the deck. Really, three places with the second to the top row. You got the Devil card with the Divine Feminine there, or feminine energy there, plus the Empress card in the upright. So, of course, the Empress is going to result or resemble that golden opportunity, but it could resemble divine feminine energy that is present. Okay, the Magician in reverse again could be a situation of manipulation. Okay, somebody may be being manipulated by divine feminine. Okay, and it just may be a situation where again there are things in the dark or things that are dying or not being shown, again, that are bringing certain things to a place where either this toxicity is being exposed and recognized for what it is. Okay, that choice that you don't see coming, that you have to make, is going, I believe, set you off on a new journey. I believe that's the justice too. You making that choice wisely, but in the place of the Fool as well, to where again you have to take what comes with your choice. that's the that's the mystery of the Fool. That's why we all play the Fool, because based upon your choice, you never know what you're going to get, even though you may kind of think you know. It definitely may end up different than what you expect or what you put your intentions into. That's why they say good intentions can pave the road to hell. So be mindful of that as well with that Devil card, clarifying the Fool card there. Okay. Reading is pretty simple, mostly upright, so I'm gonna just keep it moving and clarify the reading with the gods and see what they have to say. I think we're gonna get. Similar to what we got yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised if that Justice card pops back out in the God's deck, or we get something like the Alchemical Force. I definitely would say there's a higher power or some type of higher energy here at work that's definitely helping things turn in a particular favor. Okay. But ultimately, you got a choice coming that's definitely might be a little trying when it comes to, not being able to get everything you want. Sometimes we make choices based upon us having our cake and eating it too. You may have your cake in this situation coming, you just may not be able to eat it right away. It may be one of those um, situations of elasticity and longevity as far as setting the stones in place now that will actually um, hold the foundation or weight of things later. Okay. All right. And the gods are saying, yep, the Ra card, enlightening. Okay. Upright as well. So there's definitely some enlightenment coming in. Some things, like I said, that are in the dark or just going on behind the scenes that you can't see are going to be coming to the forefront. And again, with this mostly an upright reading, you got the Death card and the Magician card in the reverse. So again, there's some type of deception, something in the dark, something that's being reborn in a way, which hopefully is again the magician in the right way, in the reverse, to where somebody's kind of pulling back their magic or power and reserving things, or again in their bag, learning new rituals, learning new spells, reading new things as far as how to combine elements to create certain portals and things of that nature. So that may be a little too much for some of y'all, but these are things that are real, and they exist within this realm that we all are in. And I believe that's where the enlightening comes in. You may learn some things that you're not uh, maybe prepared to learn, or didn't think so deep about the things before you learned them. So we are in that initiation period as well. So again, I do see some call to initiation here. So um, and again, it may be a self-initiation of you initiating a new way of thinking, initiating a new path when it comes to a hobby or something that you've never done that you'd be interested in learning how to do. And on this path right now that you're on, you may meet the people that actually help you get in the right direction with those. So that's a good thing. Bottom of the deck for the gods is, yeah, the exploration card. So maybe time to move around. The card, uh, two cards that have been coming out for the last two readings. I'm surprised neither one of them came out today. But the World and the Wheel of Fortune have been coming out, clarifying each other. And to me, that's definitely talking about some type of travel, some type of uh, igniting of a change or a move. Okay. So these things definitely may be at play when it comes to living situation. You may be moving to a certain place or moving out of a certain place. Uh, Even if you're staying in the same space, you just may be moving out of a particular mind space within that space to make it work, and make it worth what you're actually paying for, or again taking the necessary steps to change that situation. That's what the reading yesterday was saying, really taking that action. Okay. But today's reading is pretty simple. I'm pretty much gonna leave it there, with all the clarifiers in the upright. Again, bottom of the deck. What you can't see coming is the Lover's card, some type of choice that you got to make. Okay, and then bottom of the deck, exploration on this one. Again, some type of choice you got to make to get on a new journey, set a new path. Again, create new neural pathways by doing things that you haven't done, whether it's artistically, um, or even just experience wise. Again, we can never know everything in a lifetime. So there's a world of treasure out there for you to learn. The main thing is not, exactly what we learn, but how we learned it and then how we apply it. Um, because again, I believe when you focus on uh, things that are very practical and applicable, to a daily measure or a daily routine, those are the things that are in the long run gonna benefit you the most. And a lot of people have a bit of rejection to certain structure. But again, that's why it's good for you to analyze and figure what structure fits you best, and try to figure your structure, because everything that has some type of structure usually, has some type of result that supports the structure. You know what I mean? Because when the results don't support what the structure is attempting to do, then that's where adjustments have to be made in the structure. So again, this is definitely that time. Again, self-initiation requires that you make out some type of structure for yourself. But ultimately, again, if you seek enlightenment, then that's what you shall find. And then sometimes, in cases like this, I would say enlightenment may be seeking you. Especially with the magician in the reverse, there may be things that come into play that again you are just not aware of, but are being reborn in a new way. Again, with us being in Neptune and Mercury retrograde, and then next week we're going to start Saturn retrograde. We definitely want to be in tune with old things coming back into play that we may have forgot about or just didn't think they would work now, and they're actually in a place to show you that you were ahead of your time, and definitely probably will work better now for your benefit, or even with a bit of a remix or a rehash, which again, that's all retrogrades are about: redoing things, rethinking, rekindling. And this is why you'll run into old friends or hear from old friends, visit old people or places or even things. You may pull out a yearbook you haven't seen in some years during a Mercury retrograde. So, again, very indicative of the season with the read here, and we're getting ready to cross over into Leo next week. So, definitely a powerful end here in the Cancer energy. Okay, so just know emotions can be very heavy around the new moon we just had yesterday, and as it starts waxing and building up to the full moon that we'll have in Aquarius on the 29th, again, things can be brought into this last little spurt of Cancer to be highly emotional, highly intuitive, and highly revealing when it comes to what that full moon is going to show us and shed light on. So I hope y'all set y'all intentions yesterday. If y'all didn't, today is a great day to do it as well. We should see a sliver of that new moon, but you won't be able to see it right away until it moves a little further away from the sun. And hopefully we'll see that in the next couple of days right at sunset, okay, as the moon will move into Leo and then into Virgo. Okay. So if you guys are resonating with the reading, I please ask that you comment on the video. Let me know where I'm going right. Let me know what you see if you do have the gift of vision. And then I'll have the overview for you guys who like to interpolate the reading for yourself or just see the overall cards to see what deeper meanings may be there for you in your particular situation. That'll be in the shorts. And then, of course, like, share, subscribe, and let's get out into the algorithm so we can do some more videos. Still working on finishing up the numerology notes so that I can do that video for you guys, and hopefully I can get that out for you by the weekend. And then on the weekend, look out for the Sunday. There's always going to be a double read now for the day, okay? And then there'll be that weekly that I'll be trying to drop every Sunday before that Monday kicks in, so you have a good, preliminary look for the week, just in case you can't check in every day for the daily collective spread. All right, well, it's ESQ Astro, and I'm checking out. Peace.